set to show you the seating and pairing. So get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics. Of the 65 available tournament bids, 31 are automatically given to conference champions. The tournament committee hands out the remaining 34 bids on an at-large basis.
I want to focus on this.
Narrow the field to 64.
Tournament breakdown.
Before we unveil the brackets for this season, here's a look at the final top 25 teams.
Wow, number 2. Texas Tech went to 1
changes in the rankings as March Madness approaches.
Tourney.
There's a new team perched at the top of the poll. The Texas Tech Red Raiders climbed to the #1 spot after a terrific finish to their season. The Stanford Cardinals had been the #1 team, but stumbled after spending 1 week at the top. There was also a big move made up the poll. The UCLA Bruins jumped all the way from the #15 spot to #7. They're peaking at just the right time, Greg. This is exactly the way
UCLA won the Pac-10 championship.
The NCAA tournament bubble and see which teams are sitting at home with their fingers crossed, hoping to seek their name in the brackets. There are a lot of worthy candidates among these 10 teams, Clark. Which of these bubble teams stands out to you right now? South Carolina put together a solid season, but their record just isn't impressive enough to make them a no-brainer bid.
Wow, bubble team.
The bid doesn't give way to their top conference.
Bubble team.
You got that right. And who else might be in the same position? Alabama has been up and down this year, and it's a matter of which part of their schedule the committee wants to look at.
That's 10. Only 5 of them will get in live.
I'm sure it's been a long week for those teams, but the wait's almost over. The NCAA selection committee has finished its meeting, and we're ready to unveil the top 4 seeds in this year's tournament. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are the top overall seed, and they will play in the East region. They've just taken over the top spot in the media poll, and they are the #1 team in the eyes of the selection committee as well. We'll soon find out if they can live up to their billing. On to the second #1 seed, who will play in the South region. The Iowa Hawkeyes are seeking their first ever NCAA championship. The UCLA Bruins are our third #1 seed, and they'll play in the Midwest region. They return to the tournament after not making the field last year, so this will be a new experience for some of their younger players. And finally, our fourth #1 seed will play in the West region. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame are in the tournament field as a #1 seed for the second time in the history of their program. Now, here's how the brackets shape up based on where the #1 seeds have been assigned. In one national semifinal game, the winner of the East region will play the winner of the South regional. In the other semifinal game, the winner of the Midwest regional will play the winner of the West regional. Those games will be played on Saturday, April 6th. Then we'll be on to the national championship game on Monday night. Anything shocking to you about those picks? Well, when you see the selection committee deviate from the top 4 teams in the media poll, it's a little surprising. They've opened themselves up to some criticism with these picks. So, with the #1 seeds out of the way, finally time to tackle the rest of the bracket. First up, we take a look at the East Regional. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are the top seeds, finishing at 28-4. They won both the regular season and conference tournament title in the Big 12. They will take on the winner of the opening round play-in game between Jacksonville State with 16 wins and Alcorn State from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And now, the #8 seed, the Michigan State Spartans, come into the tournament on the strength of a third-place finish in their conference regular season and finish second in their conference tournament. They're going to play the #9 seed, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, who were 6th in their conference, finishing at 20-12. Kansas comes in as the #5 seed, finishing at 24-8. They will take on the 12th seed from the Metro Atlantic Conference, the Iona Gaels, with 23 wins. Villanova enters the field as the
Villanova, Kansas, second round, maybe. Wow.
Yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the #13 seed, the Northern Iowa Panthers, finished the season with 21 wins. The Villanova Wildcats are going to provide serious matchup problems to any team that doesn't have depth and defensive ability at both guard spots. They have outstanding backcourt play at both ends of the court. It's the main reason they made it this far, and they're going to have to maintain that form if they want to do some damage in this tournament. The Pittsburgh Panthers are in as the #6
that's a tough first round game. Wow.
11 seed, the Vanderbilt Commodores with 23 wins. New Mexico comes in as the #3 seed, finishing at 26-6. UNC Asheville comes in to face them at #14 with 17 wins. The tournament championship of the Big South. Our #7 seed is from the Big East. The DePaul Blue Demons were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid second in their conference tournament, finishing at 21-10. Next up is the number 2 seed, the Arizona Wildcats, have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Pac-10. They'll be going up against the number 15 seed, the South Carolina State Bulldogs, with 22 wins. This marks their 10th appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. There are going to be some incredible matchups in the later rounds of this bracket. If the top seeds can avoid the early upsets, we can look forward to some real heavyweight battles. Next up, we'll take a look at the South Regional. The Iowa Hawkeyes are the top seed, finishing at 27-4. They won both the regular season and conference tournament titles in the Big Ten. They'll take on the Mountaineers of Appalachian State, the number 16 ranked team. This is their 9th appearance ever in the NCAA tournament. Boston College comes in as the number 8 seed, finishing at 20-9. Wisconsin-Milwaukee comes in the face of the number 9 with 24 wins. The tournament and regular season championship of the Horizon League. Ohio State enters the field as the number 5 seed from the Big Ten. It's yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 12 seed, the Drexel Dragons, who finished the season with 22 wins.
The Ohio State Buckeyes have got to be among the group of teams that have a chance to win the whole thing. I love the way they play on both ends of the floor. I'd be shocked if they don't at least advance from their bracket to the Final Four. But more than that, I think they got a legitimate shot to win some hardware.
Syracuse comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 25-10. They'll take on the 13th seed from the Sun Belt Conference, the South Alabama Jaguars, with 19 wins. And now the number 6 seed, the Clemson Tigers, come into the tournament on the strength of a 3rd place finish in their conference regular season and were semifinalists in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the South Carolina Gamecocks, who were 7th in their conference, finishing at 19.
Both in South Carolina.
The California Golden Bears are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, with 22 wins. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Duquesne Dukes have established themselves as one of the best teams.
Clemson got to do with Cali in the second
They'll be
round.
going up against the number 10 seed, the Seton Hall Pirates. With 18 wins, they return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. Our number 2 seed is from the Pac-10. The Oregon Ducks had a tremendous year that included a regular season championship. They're going to play the number 15 seed, the Lumberjacks of Stephen F. Austin, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 18-10. I think this will wind up being the bracket that brings us this year's Cinderella story.
Seton Hall got in at 18-14. Seton Hall got in
I'll be surprised if at least one of them doesn't put together
18-14. Seton Hall got in at 10 seed.
On to our 3rd bracket of the
Wow.
day. Let's take a look at the Midwest Regional. The UCLA Bruins are the top seed, finishing at 27-7. They were conference tournament champions in the Pac-10. They'll take on the Mustangs of Cal Poly, the number 16 ranked team. This will be their 2nd appearance all time in the NCAA
Cal
tournament.
Poly?
Our number 8 seed from the Mountain West Conference, the Brigham Young Cougars.
They're losing record, wow.
Having just won their conference tournament championship. They're going to play the number 9 seed, finishing at 19.
So BYU won their conference.
The Louisville Cardinals are in as the number 5 seed. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed, the Loyola Marymount Lions, with 22 wins. Georgia enters the field as the number 4 seed from the SEC. This will be their 20th appearance ever in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Finished the season with 19 wins.
The Georgia Bulldogs are a team that is just so powerful and strong up front. I would put their front court up against just about any other teams in the nation right now. It's always good to have strong guard play, but if you ask most coaches, I guarantee you they take a good
Georgia
good middleman most times. Their interior play should serve them very well in this competition.
UTEP comes in as the number 6 seed, finishing at 27-8. And they take on the 11th seed from the A-10 conference, the Richmond Spiders, with 18 wins. And now the number 3 seed, the Massachusetts Minutemen, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and were semifinalists in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 14 seed, the Portland State Vikings, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 19-12. Next up is the number 7 seed, the Marquette Golden Eagles, have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big East. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Michigan Wolverines, with 19 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. Florida State comes in at the number 2 seed, finishing at 26 and 5.
We're going against the Army. Wow.
Facing the number 15 with
Army.
17 wins in the tournament championship of the Patriot League. On the surface, I have to say this regional might be the most difficult of the
Marquette,
four.
Michigan.
The depth of quality teams here is very impressive. Whoever emerges from this bracket will have been through some battles. And finally, let's have a look at the West Regional. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame are the top seed, finishing at 25 and 6. They won both the regular season and conference tournament titles in the Big East. They'll take on the Boston University Terriers, the number 16 ranked team.
Yeah, how we get a 2 seed, we won the conference tournament.
In the NCAA tournament. Next up is the number 8 seed, the Cincinnati Bearcats, have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big East. They'll be going up against the number 9 seed, the Red Storm of St. John, with 22 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings of the NCAA tournament. Florida comes in at the number 5 seed, finishing at 26 and 9. And they will take on the 12th seed from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, with 25 wins. Arizona State comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 21 and 8. Yale comes in facing the number 13, 17 wins in the regular season championship of the Ivy League. Our number 6 seed is from the A-10 Conference. The George Washington Colonials are on a hot streak, having just won their conference tournament championship. They happen to play the number 11 seed, the Fresno State Bulldogs, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 21 and 11. The Kentucky Wildcats are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Jacksonville Dolphins, with 21 wins. And now the number 7 seed, the Auburn Tigers, come into the tournament 5th in their conference during the regular season and were losers in their first game of their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the Aggies of Texas A&M, who were 7th in their conference, finishing at 20 and 12. Stanford enters the field as the number 2 seed from the Pac-10. This marks their 28th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 15 seed. The Blue Devils of Central Connecticut State finished the season with 20 wins.
The Stanford Cardinals do the one thing that all great teams absolutely must do, and that's play tremendous team defense. These guys have been shutting down opponents all year with a combination of speed, intelligence, and sheer determination. There have been NCAA championship teams of all shapes and sizes, but all of them play good, strong defense.
Looking into the future a little bit, this bracket looks poised for a titanic matchup in the regional final. If the top 2 seeds can take care of business in the first 3 rounds, we have the possibility of a classic Elite 8 meeting. Clark, give us your take on the tournament's top 16 seeds.
Maybe I haven't agreed with the selection committee every year, but I think they did a great job this time. The top 16 look just about right to me. Arizona, this doesn't strike me as a team that can go very deep in the tournament. Basketball is a game of matchups, and I feel that they don't match up well with the teams in their particular bracket.
Now, let's see how the conference representation fares. The Big East gets 11 teams. The Pac-10 with 6. 6 out of the A-10. The SEC gets 16.
What a down year for the non-power conference. We're used to seeing at least one of those conferences compete.
Big East got 11?
AC
only got 3. Wow.
None of those conferences got more.
That means Virginia ain't get in.
Wow. I'm surprised there were so few bids for the teams in Conference USA. It was an especially disappointing year for that conference. Usually you can count on a few of the nation's elite teams coming out of there. This was a season where very few of those teams could maintain any type of positive momentum.
Let's come back to the bubble teams that we mentioned earlier in the show and see which of the teams were able to get into the tournament.
South Carolina made it into the field probably because of their major conference affiliation. Their win-loss record isn't outstanding, but the bottom line is they play the top competition week in and week out, and that counts for a lot.
While they start prepping for the first round games, 5 teams on the other side of the field
Stumbled to the finish line coming down the stretch, and that's not the way to close out the season if you're hoping for an at-large bid. When they couldn't get it done in their conference tournament, their goose was cooked.
Thanks, Clark. I'm sure that this year will provide us with all the thrills and excitement that we've come to expect from the tournament.
Greg, let's throw the ball up right now. I can't wait to get started. I hope this is an NCAA tournament that gives a lot of those special moments that stay with us for years to come.
From my partner Clark Kellogg, and for all of us here at the 2K Sports Studios, I'm Greg Gunnell. Thanks for joining us on the NCAA Selection Show, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Enjoy all the excitement of the NCAA tournament.